The unit run things. Whole league know things. 3 big sides in his hand. Whole crowd sing his name. Mighty Saw Park, crowd so loud. Dolleton jump, Breedle proud. 1 man chill on the touchline still. 3 teams move, how he will beat Rahi quick. Beat Morant clean. Look, Avi, how feel the heat. Every ground, same story again. Scoreboard light up his name. The unit. Greatest of all time. Running 3 clubs on the same headline. From South Park Road to Breedle Sky. Bellyton dance with the rivals cry. The unit. Thunder in the stand. Boss of the league with the master plan. Raise your hands high when the teams walk through. Everything win when he points at you. Everything win when he points at you. Out front, ice cold calm, 1/2 chance, hit like a storm, net shake mad, crowd jump fence, hold back line, lose their sense, roll take a ball when the South Park sun, last home game but the work all done, legend walk slow, tears in his eye, the unit clap with a fist up high, the unit, greatest of all time, running 3 clubs on the same headline, from South Park Road to Breedle Sky, Bellyton dance with the rivals cry, the unit, thunder in the stand, boss of the league with the master plan. Raise your hands high when the teams walk through. Everything win when he points at you. Everything win when he points at you. Who beat Rahi? The unit. Who beat Murat? The unit. Luca Navi? The unit. Ox the league? Who run it? 3 big badges, 1 big brain, 3 home crowd scream his name from first kick off to the last full time. He rewrite the history line. The unit, greatest of all time, running 3 clubs on the same headline, from South Park Road to Breedle Sky. Dolleton dance when the rivals cry. The unit, thunder in the stand, boss of the league with the master plan. 1 score, 1 wave, goodbye fight 2. Whole world know that he built his crew. Everything win when he points at you. Everything win when he points at you.
Hello and welcome to the Gameweek 35 deadline stream, and hopefully we've left that idiot behind with a little bit of luck that was here on the late mail, but you never know. Sometimes in life things can happen, and look, I just had a footium game with my feeder club that literally almost went pear-shaped. I conceded a red card in the first couple of minutes of the game, and the first half was a forgettable half. I just literally went to half-time. I was like, uh-oh, we could lose this game to a bunch of zombies. Thankfully, we didn't. I made a few changes at half-time, and the boys pulled out a 4-0 win in the second half, so I was pretty happy about that. FYI, as things stand, I haven't made a transfer. The bench boost is locked in with Triple Man City, which Nightmare will love to see. Triple Man City on the bench boost with Darlow in goal. Now, I'm not going to cheat. I don't believe in cheating, and I think that if I'm going to bench boost, I will do it properly. So we will move a few of these players around and we'll bring Haaland in, because let's be fair, that would be a little bit stupid. We're going to move Dango to the bench. We're going to bring Mateus Nunes in for Mukiele. We're going to bring O'Reilly in for Alderete. And for what it's worth, I've got O'Reilly vice captain. I'm going to quickly press save that there for a second. We're going to get that back on there. But at the moment, I'm a little bit torn about what to do with the Cunha. Cunha is a big problem. I need everyone to show up. He might show up, but he also might not. Let's have a look at what the chat is saying. A boss up with the league with a master plan. You better believe it, baby. Needs card advice on whom to sell for Bowen, JP or DCL. So we can do that. JP versus DCL. You should sell JP. Bring in Casemiro, you'll be kicking yourself. I know. I feel like the intelligent move is just to buy Casemiro right now and just roll with it. The thing you've got is that I'm very tempted by a -4. I'm not sold on the Sunderland defence. I think last week's scared me. I'm not going to lie. Last week really scared me. I wasn't impressed by what I saw at all. And the smart move potentially would be to bring in Saliba for one of those. I mean, realistically, it's probably going to be Alderete. And then just move Cunha to Casemiro and just bank the money. Logic, everything in my brain is telling me that. But then I've got some stupid, idiotic part of my brain going, you've got the money to buy Bukayo Saka for Cunha with your money. That'd be your third Arsenal spot. You then all of a sudden like, you're sweet, you're good to go. It's probably not the correct move. Yeah, bench boost is locked in 100%. We're definitely doing it this week. And look, that will probably be, that realistically, that will be the bench. Unless obviously I do bring Saliba in, then I'll probably put, I don't know, someone on the bench that is someone. Yes, Dean, I hope you're well. Yes, I am, buddy. Hope you are as well. Took a -4 to bring Cherky and Watkins in for Semenyo and Welbeck on a bench boost, so not sure whether to go from -8 to keep Cunha out for either Morgan, Gibbs, White, Casemiro or Tavernier. See, I'm in that quandary. I'm like going, part of me did not want to have to make a move this week. Like that's why I bought Mukiele in last week for Timber and why I bought Rogers in for Gordon last week. That was the main reason, is because I wanted to just sit there and roll this week, because the next week the plan was to move the Sunderland boys. FYI, the Sunderland boys from next week onwards, I've got no interest in owning. So like they literally got bought for the bench boost in 35. So it seems stupid to take a hit to move one of them out, because the reason why I bought him in the first place was to bench boost him 35 against Wolves. So like part of me is like, I probably are smarter off if I just don't move them out of the team. But that's probably the crux of what I'm probably going to do. I've got both Andersons on bench boost. Oof. I like that. I actually quite like that. Good day, D Unit. Sell Zavi to one of Cherky, Bruno G, MGW, Casemiro, Matoma, Henselwood. Oh, mate, that's such a tough call. Like, part of me is like, Casemiro. I feel like I might end up going for Casemiro. Hello, Sam, how are you? GK Raya, Henderson, nice. Defender Gabriel, Van Heck, Munoz, Shrike, O'Reilly, Mid, Rogers, Eze, Cherky, Bruno, Fernandez, Stack, Welbeck, Harlan, Calvert-Lewin. Mate, that's looking like a pretty good team. You're pretty well covered for next week as well, so you don't even have to make any moves. I like it. Oh, you've got some really good differential punts in there as well. That's really, yeah, I like it. For what it's worth, I think the only one I'd be sitting there looking at, if you've got the money, I don't know what your money situation's like in there. I'm not sold on Crystal Palace. I don't think they show up for both games in the double game week in 36. And I think I'd probably move Calvert-Lewin to one of Bowen or Thiago. Outside of that, I love the rest of it. Are Palmer and João Pedro Shaw starters this week? They don't seem to be in. I mean, I can't see a world why they wouldn't be. Why would they not be in the starting lineup? Like, they cooked. I don't know. I don't have the honest answer to that question. Maybe they are cooked. I don't know. But I would, to be honest, for what it's worth, I don't think they're good holds anyway. I think I'd sell them. If I had them in my own team, I'd sell them. I'm not totally convinced by Carrick's comments on Cunha. I hate being that guy, but Casemiro, I know that's what the problem is. Like when he said he's been training, but we have to, what was the actual comments that he said? Oh, I was like, that fills you with no confidence. I need to know he's good to go. But then he wasn't even asked about Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw clearly hobbled off. And I was like, Luke Shaw's cooked. Like, surely Luke Shaw's cooked. But there was no information about Luke Shaw. But then there was no information about Cunha last week. I hate Carrick. I like him as a player and as a person, but I hate his press conferences. He's just as bad as Arteta. You're literally trying to read and guesswork, and I don't like that. I'd start Aronson all day long. Out of those two, Aronson versus JP, it's Aronson all day long. My team on the bench boost, Martinez. Yeah, I like the Martinez pick this week. Gabriel O'Reilly, Hill should be good this week as well. Cherky, Rogers, Bruno F, Cunha for now, Watkins, Thiago, Haaland, Kelleher, Van Heck, Mukiele, Stack. Yeah, see, for what it's worth, I've captained Gabriel 4 times this season, and every one of them, bar one, he's done well. And he's actually beaten Haaland every single week, so that I've done it. So he beat Haaland. Haaland didn't play last week, so he got 8 points last week. The last time I captained him was in... So everyone triple captained him in 26, but I didn't captain him that week. I didn't think he was that good of a captain. I then captained him against Sunderland, where he got 6 points. No, I didn't captain him there. I didn't even have him there, I don't think. I think it was this Brighton game. Was it this Brighton game I captained? Yeah, it was. I think it was like around here somewhere. I brought him in and captained him against Bournemouth. What? Yeah, I don't know when I had him somewhere in here and he got a 1 point. Sunderland away. That's right. I captained him against Burnley away and he got 12 points. Obviously got the assist and the clean sheet and a couple of bonus. Against Sunderland, I also captained. That's the only time I've captained Gabriel this season. In fact, a defender outside of Dallo this season, and it's not come in. So that was back in game week 11. I've captained a lot of defenders this year because there's been a lot of points in the defence this year. And I think, again, there's a lot of points in defence again this week. Although Rodgers consistently disappoints me on him, it is a good move to bring him in for Spurs and Burnley. Then, yeah, I don't mind that at all. It was something like he's training, we're not sure. But yeah, I know, yeah. What do you mean? He's trained, but we're not sure, but we're hopeful. That is like literally the definition of the most unhelpful. The thing is, Michael Carrick, I'm trying to think about other quotes. So Dorgu has just said, he's making progress, never in. Is there another bloke that's had like a knock that I can think of under Carrick where he's sitting there and giving an update and it was correct? I don't feel like there's been an injured player that he's been asked about that he gave an answer like that to, and then I can't think of one. Maybe someone in the chat knows, but I can't recall the time where he did that. I'm not sure. Really not sure. Marcus, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Doing some menu to check this game. Also bringing in Gabriel, aiming for another top 10k. Yes, baby. Good two moves. I think you'll make a lot of points out of those two moves. Who are you moving Gabriel in for? Gibbs White and Okafor or Rodgers and Anderson? Gibbs White and Okafor or Rodgers and Anderson? I think it's got to be Rodgers and Anderson because of the fact that I think that Okafor is a doubt with some sort of a calf issue. For what it's worth, I think he probably plays, but there is some doubt there, whereas I think Rodgers and Anderson, there is no doubt. What's good, dude? Is Cunha to Cherki a good move? Yeah, I'd imagine that's probably a pretty good move. Cherki's, I think, 100% locked to start. Cunha, we don't even know if he's going to be fit for the bench, let alone the team. Surely if he's training, I know. If he's, exactly. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Don't forget the stream like, yes, please smash a like, folks. Casemiro leading the votes early doors there. Just say it's touch and go or outright say, yeah, exactly. That's what annoys me. I'm like, I could understand if it was like Man United versus Manchester City for the title. And like, you don't want to give it away. But we're not finishing higher than third. And we've pretty much qualified for the Champions League. Why just not say he's available or he's not available? Like, I'd rather honesty. Like, under Ruben Amorim, you would know exactly what was going on and it'd be happy days. But yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is and we just got to kind of cop it, roll with it, I suppose. Senesi in the bin for me. Yep, fair. I actually don't mind that as well. I think that if you were betting on a defence, you'd pick Arsenal over Bournemouth all day long. And Bournemouth have that mistake in them. And yeah, it's weird because Crystal Palace haven't exactly been prolific scorers, but you just know that Bournemouth have got that one error in them, and then all of a sudden the clean sheet's gone and the holes are probably gone with them. Tempted to captain Rodgers, but Villa are one of those teams you could either sting you. Yeah, exactly. It's such a risk, but I don't mind it, to be honest with you. I feel like the end of the season is all about taking risks and hoping that they come in. I did it last year. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out as well as I'd anticipated, but it was enough to still keep me in the top 5k, so it wasn't horrible, but yeah. I've seen a few people saying Hincapi might not start. Is that BS? Or to be honest with you, Calafiori was on the bench the other night. So Timber's out, and Hincapi, I've never seen Hincapi start at right back. So Hincapi either starts in the centre or he starts at left back. For what it's worth, I feel like that is a risk. I feel like Calafiori could easily start instead of Hincapi. I think if I was to go for one of those weird ones, I'd probably go for Ben White. But then again, Ben White might not start and Mascara could start instead. Look, it's just, I feel like it's either Raya, Gabriel and Saliba or it's no one defensively. I think there's too many risks, question marks about the rest That's just my feel anyway. Just saw Palmer last scored in March. That's awful enough to own him. Yeah, honestly, if you wanted to keep spending the money and you haven't already got Bruno, it's definitely Bruno. If you still want to keep the money and you have already got Bruno, it's probably Saka. But to be honest, you're probably just better off banking some money and going for a more nailed asset, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's a good question. Is White likely start? I really don't know about that. I watch a lot of Arsenal, but it's a lot of dull Arsenal more than anything else. It's not like, I think even if they started Saka, Eze, Gyökeres, because obviously Havertz is injured. So imagine they start that front three. They had, Odegaard might not be fit, so it could be Eze in the 10, and then it could be Trossard or Martinelli on the left, and then Rice and Zubimendi. I think if it was that, it's going to be 6 of those 7, right? You would think. I'm not even sure if Saka's the best option. Even in that scenario, I don't know how many minutes he plays. I don't even know how many goals. I don't have them scoring lots of goals against Fulham. For what it's worth, I think that they probably sneak another clean sheet and they score 1 or 2 goals. And then it's like, do you think Saka's going to assist both? Is he going to get a goal? Is he going to get an assist? It's a lot of unknowns for a player that, there's a reason why he's low owned, because of the fact that, I owned him at the beginning of the season. I think I've owned him twice this season, and he's been a walking liability every time he's been in the team. So I don't really know if I want to go back there again. It's weird, for as bad as Spurs have been, they're not really been the team to target when it comes to captaincy. Yeah, agreed. Agreed with that. The results aren't. They've just been losing that. It's not like they've been getting battered. They just lose. They can't seem to keep a clean sheet. That's half their problem. Miles Skelly's not going to start at right back, though. He will be at left back if he starts. He could. In fairness, you're right. It could be Lewis Skelly and Mascara instead of White and Hincapi. That's definitely an option. 100%. I didn't even think of that, G. Yeah, I don't mind that. Also, FYI, how good was my comeback in the second half? 10 men, all game, 4-0. Thanks for coming, baby. Even when the Sunderland manager, Labrie, was getting asked about rotation, I was like, dude, Sunderland's still got a chance of finishing. Hold on, let me pull this up. Sunderland still have a chance of finishing. Where's the table at? Table. So Sunderland have the chance of finishing, when it loads at some point in the near future. So Sunderland are currently on 46 points and they're 12th. Now, they are literally 3 points behind Bournemouth, who occupy 7th spot, and they're 4 points behind Brighton, who occupy 6th. Their goal difference is obviously against them. They've got -9. A lot of the other teams in that segment are pretty much neutral. There's a lot of 0. So Brighton are 9. Bournemouth is 0. Chelsea are 8. Brentford 3. Fulham -2. Everton 0. Sunderland, though, are -9. So, they've got to win. Otherwise, they're cooked. But I think that in reality, they've still got something to play for, and I think that's probably quite important. At this time of season, you want to be picking players that have got something to play for. And that's why I was like, Sunderland, I just hoped. I did not expect a 5-0 loss last week. That rocked my confidence in the Sunderland defence. But when I looked at the fixtures, right, someone mentioned this on the stream last week when I bought in Mukiele on the -4. Their last clean sheet at home was in 32 against Spurs, but their wins and stuff and clean sheets in general have been coming away from home of late. Well, they just haven't been coming, to be honest. Mate, it's a fewer risk. I'm just hoping that I'm backing in against the Wolves team that don't know how to score, and hoping that my boys can deliver. If one of them gets some sort of attacking return, I wouldn't even care if they conceded a clean sheet. As long as they don't get an own goal like Krejci did on the first bench boost earlier this season in the reverse fixture, I think I'll be pretty happy with that. There was a lot of funky results. I didn't know what was going on there, man. Yeah, random red card. In the first 10 minutes of the game, I was like, I wasn't even paying attention. I just assumed we'd win. And then I realised that I was literally playing the worst possible formation versus a 3-4-3. And I wrote it out till halftime. It was a miracle. I got away with that. I'm predicting 1-1 for Arsenal. Fulham. Fulham will go all out to get a Europe spot. Arsenal are exhausted from the UCL game. I'm not convinced about that. I think Fulham are cooked. That's my gut feel. Hey, Dina, watching your deadline stream while working again this week. As you called us out last week, are you going to start the deadline count out? Yes, I am. Thank the Lord someone's on track today. I'm actually slightly slow. I'm going to have to take a little bit of time off. I'm so glad someone called that out. Someone is paying attention out there, and I'm glad to see it. All right, we're going to quickly change that to 20. Oh, my God, I can't count. When's the deadline? 1 hour and 50 minutes. You idiot. What am I doing here? All right, my God. What are we doing? Actually, make that 49, just so in case I cock it up. All right, let's go. Save. Let's go. Start. All right, let's go. That bring down there. I can't believe so. Thank the Lord someone's paying attention out there. We do have the timer on today. There we go. 1 hour and 49 minutes exactly till the deadline closes. For Gameweek 35, and the Dean will have to make a transfer because I'm not going to be holding on to Cunha when I don't know if he's going to show up. If you can vote in the poll, then surely you can get... Yeah, exactly what Colm just said. Don't worry, Dean. Your Sunderland defence will return. I'm hoping so, baby. I would do Cunha to Saka and Mbeumo to Casemiro. Have you ever then... Mate, I'm not doing a -16. There is no need for a -16 in this team. I'm very happy. Other than Cunha and not owning 3 Arsenal assets, that's the only thing I'm concerned about. There is a world where I think Bruno Fernandes... I am concerned about Mbeumo. Mbeumo's form is literally... He's driven himself off a cliff. Like all he's doing, he's not even lasting 90 minutes, and he's not returned since game week 27. That's a long time. That's a really long time. And look at his numbers. Like his numbers have dropped. I mean, against Brentford, he had 0.04 XA. Chelsea, 0.03 XA. No XG in either of those games. That's really concerning. Like his form has just absolutely tail dived off a cliff. He's actually more of a concern than Cunha. To be honest with you, he's actually more of a concern than Cunha. It's just he's fit. That's the only reason we've got a problem here. Any Man City news? Other than Rodri is a wait and an assess closer to the deadline, no, there's no other Man City news. No one's back. No one's... Ruben Dias is still out. Vardiol's still out. So it's going to be the same back four of Kushanev, Gahey, Mateus Nunes. Well, actually... It could be Aït-Nouri and O'Reilly in midfield again if Rodri's missing, but I would imagine it's probably going to be O'Reilly at left back. And surely he tries Kovacic or Nico Gonzalez in the midfield instead, because I feel like O'Reilly's way better at left back. I don't think he worked overly well in the central defensive midfield area. Maybe a Danny Welbeck punt. Yeah, he's actually a pretty good shout, to be fair. Colm, don't tell me that, mate. You're right as well, aren't you? Hold on. No. I can't count. I can't count. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I can't minus time either. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, I'm going to have to redo that timer again. Sorry, folks. Bear with me a second. I actually can't count. It's been a long week. I've been... massively overworked this week. All right, we're going to quickly try and reset this. And hopefully that worked. Did that work? Yes, there we go. There we go. 1 hour and 36. Thank you, Colm. Oh, mate, it's been a week. It's been a week, let's be fair. I think we have the best fixtures. Newcastle are a wash. Wolves nothing to play for. Leeds will have nothing to play for. United will have already... Yeah, you're fair. You're actually probably fair with that. My punt would be Eze rather than Saka. Nice. And Welbeck loves a goal versus United. He does. For what it's worth, Danny Welbeck, I think, is a fantastic asset throughout the rest of the season. I can't make a case for getting rid of either of my forwards this week in Thiago or Bowen, but next week, Welbeck could definitely be on the agenda. He could definitely 100% be on the agenda. Is Gross injured or not? Twitter is confusing me. From my knowledge, he's not injured. Based on the press conference, there was no mention of him whatsoever. What do you think of this bench boost for Bruggen, Rogers, Dirty Dom, Richarlison? I don't mind the Pigeon. I think the Pigeon could actually do pretty well. Rogers, I think, will do well this week. For Bart Simpson, for what it's worth, I think he concedes, but he probably gets a couple of save points. And Dirty Dom, I don't think he scores a free kick against Man United. So for that reason, I'd say he's probably the one pick where I'm like, I don't know about that. Same attack as you, straight, except got Dango instead of Cunha. Bench boost. You've got Dango instead of Cunha. So you've got, okay. So you must have someone else on the bench, I'm guessing. Bench boost this week. Doing Wilson to Cherky. Nice. Would you sell Binderson for Justin or Virgil van Dijk to Stroik? No money for Bin to the Stroik. I love the fact that someone just referred to him as Binderson. That's hilarious. I feel like I'd go for Justin because I think Justin's going to end up playing left back or left wing back or whatever it is. And he should hopefully get forward a bit more because Goodbonson's going to be missing off a hamstring. That's my gut read on it. You can't count. What is your job, mate? It's sitting in an office and, endless meetings. Endless meetings. I'm legit, I'm so tired. I was going to do the watch long tonight. I actually don't think I've got enough energy to actually last till 3 a.m. to do it. And I'm playing football on Sunday. So I've come out of retirement for one more season of glory, and I'm picking myself and I'm playing myself up front. And I can guarantee you, lock me in, if the Kalgoorlie, whatever you want to call it, Goldfields Association, Premier Grade, whatever it is, could give you points, I would back myself in as captain this week and I'd put money on me to get over 10 points. I'm very confident I'm going to score this week. Very confident. Deputy principal at the moment. Actually, I've been running the school the last 2 weeks, which is why my videos have been all over the place in terms of the time they've come out. I've had no time to really do anything outside of work. So it's a miracle I've actually managed to get them out. Instead of 4 a week, I've been able to get 3 and then the late mail. I don't think Gross is injured. It's news to me. I mean, Football and Fanatics. Yeah, there you go. So obviously, he's a Brighton fan. For what it's worth, football and stuff is a Brighton fan. So if he's saying that he's got no idea, I'd say that I wouldn't read Twitter. I never read Twitter anyway. I just go on there to post about my footium team. That's about it. He is pro striker for over 35s. 100% he is, Stephen. What about getting Eze for Cunha? Yeah, I have thought about that, Thomas. Yep. That is an option. If you like that one, just write it in the chat and click the sucker one, because then I'll know that people are thinking an Arsenal midfielder. I am tempted by Eze. I can't change the poll mid-poll. Bruno G's bringing up the rear, which is interesting. Watch how Andy buys sucker at 6:29 p.m. Oh, 100%. He's definitely buying Gabriel. I think he's only got the one transfer, hasn't he? If he's got 2, he's probably buying him. But if he's only got 1, he's probably not. If your bench boost putting Nico, Riley, Nunes, Gab on the bench, yeah, mate. But I'm captaining Gabriel. I can't put him on the bench. You're gonna do a Paul Scholes? Hey, bro, how you doing? Play Tavernier, Matoma, or Senesi? I'd play Senesi out of those 3. Just because of the fact that I think there's a good chance they keep a clean sheet. There's a more decent chance than I think Tavernier or Matoma scoring, if that makes sense. Tempted to play returning Old Man Wood, but could we see a return to Chelsea defence under McFarlane, or are they conceding for sure? I think Nottingham Forest win the game. I don't mind the Chris Wood shout. He was very unlucky not to make the differentials video this week. I just wasn't confident enough to pick him because of his age and the fact he's coming back from an injury. Otherwise, I don't mind that shout at all. Start Hill or Van Heck? Hill. Van Heck to strike. I don't mind it for a 1-week punt. I'm on bench boost myself. Somehow cancelled on the double game week. Can't decide whether I need a hit or not. Who is your number 1 random differential this week? Casemiro. He's my differentials on the podcast this week. I've got to back in my man. I think I'll probably end up buying Casemiro for what it's worth. Zero chance Gross is injured. He's not very injury prone player and he hardly moves enough, to be honest. Yeah, he doesn't move much. You're dead right about that. Digging the new D unit. Oh, by the way, how good is it? This is the new Footium. So this is actually a South Park away kit from Footium. So like, I've actually got 3 of them. I've actually got some really sick shirts, by the way, I've been working on. So we've got the OG one. You can see the OG one behind me in the background. But I got the South Park ones up. So the South Park home kit is actually this blue one. I prefer the red one. I prefer the away kit compared to the blue one. I made these up myself, by the way, for what it's worth, based on the team's colours. That's how much I love Footium. So I made up my own shirt. FPL D unit to sponsor. And then also, because I'm a legend, I made Gary up a shirt. And I got the Pubcast shirt there as well, which is pretty sick. FYI, everyone was worried about like how crap the pink was going to look, but how good does the pink look on that shirt? It looks amazing. And then obviously the FPLD unit on the back, which is pretty sick. So yeah, that's been working on some shirts, and this is probably going to be the shirt I give away at the start of next season. I'm going to give away the green one for the person who wins this year. At the moment, it's Ryan Goffin who's currently in the lead. Andy has 2 chances. Maybe he does. Play Bidgel or Senesi? I think I'd play Bidgel because if he's not fit, he probably doesn't play. And I don't think he comes on. I don't know. Has he started on the bench for Leeds before? I'm not sure, to be honest. But if you want security of someone actually showing up, it'd be Senesi. Bench 2 from Hill. Oh my God, Hill. Palmer. Okafor and Morgan Gibbs White. Wow, it's got to be Palmer. I know he's the most expensive, but I'd bench him. And it's probably Hill. I'd probably take the punt on Okafor and Morgan Gibbs White, to be honest. Aren't you Nightmare and Gary having an FPL meetup in the summer? If old mate from America starts being an idiot, then yeah, I will be. At the moment, probably not, because at the moment I have not booked a flight. Because I'm not even convinced that we'll be able to get there in one piece. So I'm convinced I can get there in one piece and not at some extortionate fees that are going around at the moment. And probably at the moment I'm just sitting at home. We will be doing the live watch-alongs though for England games. So if you are an England fan or want some World Cup content, we will be doing that on the channel because I'm going to get so bored during the summer. I'm so used to doing this like midweek and on the weekends that, yeah, World Cup, we'll be here, baby. We're going to watch England bring it home. Stuff Martin Tyler, the D unit's going to commentate it and bring it home. Maybe that's what it is. England have needed the D unit watch-alongs in order to win a trophy. I'm now going to be doing it, so maybe this is their time. Yeah, Class Chats, thank you very much. Those are all quality. The Pubcast, I know the Pubcast one, for what it's worth, a lot of people didn't like it when they saw it when I uploaded it in the WhatsApp group chat, but my God, I actually really like that one. I wish I got it with a collar, with a pink collar. That would have been banging. Yeah, the pink pings, exactly. I'll play Tavernier or Truffet. I'd play Truffet. I'm 95k now. Next week I'm putting on Eze 100%. I'm going for top 500. Nice. I think you can easily get it. Top 500, top 50, sorry. Jao Pedro is such a bad player. He's so hit and miss when people used to troll FPL Piggy. Yeah. He hasn't returned for a while. Don't like Saka as an option. Feel Morgan Gibbs White, Rogers and Eze as a minute's risk because of Europe involvement. Anyone else to consider, or am I overthinking? I really like Casemiro, man. I really like Casemiro. For what it's worth, I'm probably going to move Cunha to Casemiro. I hate the international break, yep. Bench Senesi, I'd bench... Oh, mate. I feel like I just had the same question. No, it was play Tavernier or Truffet. I'm playing Senesi over Tavernier. France looks so scary. Mbappe, Elise, and by the way, for what it's worth, Elise is incredible. I mean, when he left Crystal Palace, what was it? He left Crystal Palace not this summer, but the summer before, so 2 seasons ago now, pretty much. I was like, man, just go out and play him. Go out and buy that man. He's a really good player. And yet we ended up with Joshua Zirkzee. Joshua Zirkzee. Who else did we get that summer? Joshua Zirkzee. Dalit, Mazraoui, Ugarte. Oh my God. They didn't get one good player that summer. Didn't get one good player that summer. They could have just spent up and got Elise and we would have been, I mean, he's going to be incredible. He's going to be incredible for a long time. Test. Hello, Test. Kevin Dewsbury Hall to Rogers or Morgan Gibbs-White I'm chasing. Morgan Gibbs-White is slightly lower owned, I feel. So Rogers is 25%. Morgan Gibbs. Oh, Gibbs-White's up to 12.2. In fairness, if you're chasing, and depending on where you're chasing from, I think Gibbs-White's probably the play. For what it's worth. I think that's right. I think I'll put that on the right spot there. There we go, about there. I'm 90% bringing in Verts in my Game Week 35 wildcard. Nice. I don't like Elise as when he was at my club, Reading, he slapped. Oh, really? I did not know that. Did not know that at all. Thoughts on Cunha to Rogers? Don't mind it. I was like, hold on, I've got them both in my team. I was like, no, I don't. I like that. Xerxes instead of Elise and Ugarte instead of Jav Neves. Oh, man, it's it actually pains me thinking about that. It pains me reading that. Like Casemiro too, I've acknowledged him too many times. I'm like, yeah, but idea of getting a defender mid. Yeah, I know it is. I'm in the same boat. I'm literally in the same boat. But a part of me is like, it's a smart move. What is his points? Casemiro. 12, 5, 9, 1, 6, 8, 4, 5, 2, 3, 13. So since game week 24, he's blanked on 1, 2, 3. So since game week, so in the last 11 weeks, he's blanked 3 times. And he's got 27, 33, 41, 45, 50, 52, 55. He's got 68 points since game week 24. That's a lot of points in the last 10 weeks. That's a lot of points. Mate, I've been ignoring him all season. I've been keep saying it all every week. I feel like he's in the differentials video because he just keeps banging in points. Maybe I just admit defeat and just bring him in. That way he's going to blank for sure. Let's be honest. If Elise had gone to Manchester United, would have stopped being a good player. Yes, fair comment. I'm captaining Thiago. Let's go. Nice. Good evening, Hippie. How are you, buddy? Casemiro's top 10 amongst all assets. Yeah, he is. He is. Actually, he is. He's been so good. I'm debating Bowen to DCL, but I really don't know. I would not be doing that move. I think Bowen scores more points than DCL unit this week. You're talking about... I know. You know what the worst thing is? I'm in this weird conundrum where I'm like, if Cunha somehow ends up being fit and then ends up returning and I move Cunha to Casemiro and Casemiro blanks, I will actually just, I will never get on board with Michael Carrick as manager. I'll never get on board. Like I'm actually a bit, I'm very rarely scared of making decisions in this game, but I feel like I can't read Michael Carrick, and Michael Carrick, he has annoyed me. I would rather you just come out and say, yeah, he's going to be fine. He'll be available for the game. He's trained. He's good to go. Don't just come out and say he's trained. He's done a bit of work, but we're hopeful he'll be available. What do you mean? I mean, I did not like that comment. I did not like it at all. Can't wait for the DCL unit to score the winner in the World Cup final, mate. Imagine if that happens. Best assets, Dolly Parton counts as, mate, I reckon. Triple United tackle self and active punishment considering. You're probably right, to be honest. You're probably right. That's why I put the other options in there, because I'm open to other options. Like, part of me's like, Newcastle have decent fixtures, not for defending, but Bruno G at home this season has been dynamite. So he's definitely in a place I could go. I still think that triple Arsenal defense is the play. It's just, I'd have to move a Sunderland asset, and it seems stupid to move a Sunderland asset when they've got Wolves away. Ideally, Saliba is the transfer in next week, which rules out an Arsenal midfielder, because otherwise it would require 2 transfers in order to swap the Sunderland defence around. So that narrows it down to, realistically, it's an Arsenal midfielder, and I've just said I don't really want to get one. Casemiro, roll and hope that he plays, or a Nottingham Forest midfielder. Like, those are the realistic options that I'm looking at, I think. And I'm no closer right now as to knowing what the hell I'm going to do. I'm just going to try and think about it for as long as possible. Have enough people try and convince me I need to go for Casemiro just so I can do it, because I don't know if I can do it. Senesi, Van Heck, O'Reilly, Stroik, Bruno F, Tavernier, Scott, Semenyo, Palmer. Bench 3. You're benching Van Heck. Definitely Van Heck. That's one. Probably Tavernier. And probably Palmer. Those are probably the 3. I know that sounds ridiculous because you're benching a 10.5 million asset. I think Palmer's more like the 5.5 he started FPL in at the moment. So I'm going to say those 3. Wildcard, 1 triple Arsenal defence, 2 double. Wildcard, 1 triple Arsenal defence, 2 double and leave spot for Saka as a Victor. 3 double Arsenal defence and Saka now. Part of me does look at that Burnley game, and that's why I'm like, do I bring an Arsenal midfielder in and just roll the dice and hope they bang against Burnley, which they might. I think Eze starts this week as well. I mean, Eze might actually be the punt. I just know how good Eze is late in the season. But then I watched that game last week, right? So Arsenal played Newcastle home, and Newcastle have been in horrendous form. Let's be fair. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. They've lost 4 on the bounce, and I think they won or they drew one the one before. Like, I'm not sure that they're... Like, Arsenal offered nothing in that game. Eze's goal was just a well-worked corner routine. There was no patterns of play. It was just a very good hit by a very good player. That's pretty much what it was. Outside of that, they didn't really do much, and that concerns me because I'm like, if I'm buying an attacker, I kind of want him to be involved during the game. I feel like if you invest in an Arsenal attacker, you're not really getting bang for buck, if that makes sense. Unless they play Leeds and then they score 5 goals every time they play Leeds. But sadly, they've already played them twice. Really not sure about Newcastle tomorrow, to be honest. Think Brighton actually turned them over. They could. To be fair, they could. I'd prefer Cunha to be injured just so I don't have to see that bloody weird goal celebration dance. Yeah, the old samba surfing, whatever it is. Fair. What's the average red cards for Man United versus Liverpool games? It's quite high. Steven Gerrard used to like getting himself sent off. So did Nemanja Vidic. He loved getting sent off against them. I feel like Vidic must have the record for red cards in the amount of times he played Liverpool. Like, he just always got red carded because of Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres, it was the one player he couldn't play against. He just sucked against him. I think of going Gabriel Eze and Saka for Burnley. I expect both Arsenal and City to drop points in the next 2, fair. Meaning Arsenal will close goal difference versus Burnley. You could do it, D-Unit. Yes, screaming. How are you, buddy? How many would you transfer out of João, Wilson, Cunha? All of them. Oh, they're all -4s. I would keep João. I'd sell Cunha. I've really got no faith in Cunha showing up, which is why I'm probably going to move him myself. Newcastle's so close to scoring that. Yeah, thank you. We'll go triple Arsenal defence then. I just feel like it's the safest bet. Like, Arsenal are they're going to keep a tight ship. I think there's a 1 game week in the next 4 where Arsenal concede a goal. And other than that, I think they keep clean sheets the rest of the games. Just worry about Fernandes getting stuck in when it comes to captaincy. If it's going poorly, Fernandes gets a 1-pointer tomorrow. 1-pointer on Sunday, because you're right. He has a habit of talking himself into the book. Let's be fair. He has got a very good habit of doing that. And he loves it. Like when Man United are losing, Bruno's 100% more likely to get a yellow card than when he's not. Hey, do you think I keep Gordon, sell Gordon as or Gordon down to Lafee to free funds and also get Hill up to Gabriel? And do you think Gordon starts? I don't think Gordon starts at all. I think he'll be lucky if he makes the bench. There's no way he's coming back from that injury and starting straight away. I'd be shocked if that happened, to be honest. I sold Gordon last week for Rodgers. Sadly, it didn't work last week. Hopefully, Rodgers returns the faith this week. What's your thoughts on a -4 to bring in Cherky for Okafor? Yep. I mean, if you haven't got Triple City, 100% I tick it off. 100%. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I think if you haven't got Triple City, you need Triple City. I feel like it's also, that's why I'm like, the Cunha position is made so much harder because if he was fit, I'd leave him. I'd leave him as is, and I would have moved Alderete to Saliba. That would have been my move and rocked up. Triple Arsenal defence, double Man City defence, and Mukiele against Wolves. And then, because Cunha is, I can't afford someone not to show up. So I feel like it is worth moving him out. But I don't know if it's worth a -4 when I don't really need to do anything else in my team except move Cunha out. I own Gordon. I'm keeping him on the bench. Yeah, I think if you've got him, I think if you're not playing a chip, it's fine to keep him. But if you're playing a bench boost, you've got to get rid of him, I think. It's a bit like Cunha. You've got to get rid of him. 5 midfield, Rodgers, Bruno, G, Gross, Cherky, Bruno, all good. Or would you go for someone else next week? Who have they got? Bruno, G's got... Oh, who have Newcastle got next week? Fixtures. Next week, game week 36, what do we got? Newcastle have got Nottingham Forest. Yeah, that looks all right. Who else have you got? Gross, they've got Wolves, perfectly fine. Rodgers, Burnley, perfectly fine. Cherky and Bruno. Cherky's got the double game week, and Man United have Sunderland away. Yeah, I've got no issue with that midfield. It looks like a pretty good midfield. That looks like a pretty good midfield. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You have 2 free transfers. I'd sell him then. I'd sell him and get Gabriel. Yeah, I'd do those 2 moves. So Wilson, Cunha to Cherky and Rodgers for a -8, also on bench boost. I quite like those moves. Am I keeping him Boomo? I was going to transfer him out, but who to? He gives me no confidence in Boomo. For what it's worth, he's been absolute arse. He has, since he came back from AFCON, scored 19 points in 2 weeks. Then he scored against Spurs, so that was 3 goals in 3 weeks. And since then, he's got 2 assists and nothing. He's really dived off a cliff. I don't know if it's the Carrick tactics or what's going on, but he has not been any good whatsoever. Honestly, part of me is like, I should just sell him. Part of me is like, just get rid of him. Put him in the bin and hope he doesn't come back to haunt me. I sold Bruno to Enzo for the double. Obviously, that didn't go well. Shall I reverse it this week or keep Enzo this week? I have 4 frees. Mate, if you've got 4 frees, I'm selling Enzo Fernandez all day long. And definitely buying back Bruno. I have a midfield spot that needs replacing. Strongly turned by Casemiro as the best mid for the rest of the season. Already have Bruno, F. Tavernier, Semenyo and Palmer. Like, Man United's fixtures are fine. Like, they're all fine. It probably is Casemiro. There's a reason why I was going with him on wildcard. I just need to bite the bullet and do it, I think. And hoping Boomo does something yet. The thing is, Boomo could do something against that Liverpool defence. They're slow. It might suit him over the top this week. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to move Cunha to Casemiro. I have to do it. I'm going to end that poll. Let's end that poll. I'm just going to do it. Casemiro is winning by a country. He's winning by a landslide. 43%. Look at that. Let's get him out. Let's do it now. I've got to do it. See you, Cunha. I can't trust Michael Carrick. If Michael Carrick stuffs me over, Casemiro gets sent off, and Cunha gets a brace, I will be livid. I'll be like Carrick out until he rots in a grave. There we go. My one free transfer has been used. Now I've got no yellow. Whoops, that's not the right button I'm looking for. There we go. Casemiro's into the team. Liverpool are home. I'm keeping the Man United triple up. I'm here for the pain. I'm here for the pain on Sunday night. Here for the pain. I hope it bangs. If it doesn't, yeah, it is what it is. I sold Gordon to Casemiro. He doesn't seem to start this week, and I don't like. Yeah, yep. Transfer him out to Turkey if you don't have him yet. I've already got Triple City, so yeah, that would need a hit. Any info about Okafor and what you think about Palmer captain? I would not be going Palmer captain, Nicola. No, I wouldn't be doing that. Would not be doing that. There's plenty of other Gabriel O'Reilly. They're all really good captains that no one's going to be really captaining because every man and his dog's going to captain Haaland. Or after people probably still going to captain Bruno. For what it's worth, I think Bruno's a better captain than Haaland. I think a defender's better than all of them. You think Enzo no good or just Bruno better? Bruno's better than Enzo, 100%. My team will be Darlow, O'Reilly, Trafford, Justin, Palmer, Bruno F, Semenyo, Gordon, Haaland, C. Brown, and DSL bench, Brabham, Ross, Spanek, and Hill. 2 free transfers, roll or make moves, and if so, what moves? I'd be moving Gordon. He's the only one you really need to move this week. I don't think he starts. And then your first bench is Gross. I mean, Gross could get something against Newcastle, but I feel like I'd move Gordon to someone else. Okafor info. He's got an issue with his calf. He's a doubt. For what it's worth, I think he probably plays. My gut read is he plays. I feel like he plays. I can't say that with complete certainty, but I feel like he plays. All right, let's see who the sheep are captaining this week. Captain. I think there's going to be 4 popular options. I'm going to put the 4 popular in. If you are captaining someone else, please whack it in the chat. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, there we go. Get your votes in on the captain. If he plays, he's going to score 100%. I can bet. I think for what it's worth, if he does play, he probably does score. But then again, Burnley have just sacked the manager. Like I don't understand why they sacked Scott Parker 4 games before the end of the season. Like, if you were going to sack Scott Parker, you would have sacked him 15 weeks ago. I don't know why they've sacked him now. It makes no sense to me at all. I've got Palmer and Enzo, so maybe sell Palmer to Bruno instead, or is Palmer a keep for now over Enzo? This is such a tough call. I actually don't know the answer to this question. Let's defer to the card. What does the card think? Do you sell Enzo or do you sell Palmer? Card reckons you sell Enzo. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. If my honest opinion is, I wouldn't want any Chelsea at all. That's why I didn't wild card into the popular strategy in 32, and I went this very different looking team. Yes, Cole, that's right. I won't have to wait till Monday. Yeah. Do you think Fulham score this weekend, Colin? Be honest. Do you think you score this week? Part of me is very tempted by an O'Reilly captain. For what it's worth, I'm very tempted by an O'Reilly captain. I feel like I do like having a captain play late in the week. And O'Reilly could be banging. He really could be banging. Wow, Haaland's like so far in front of it. It's ridiculous. It's so weird. I'm like, I look at this, right? I've not even thought about captaining Haaland this week. Last time he got a double-figure haul was against Liverpool in Gameweek 25. And before then, it was all the way back in Gameweek 17. So since Gameweek 17, which was half a season ago now, he's got 2 double-figure hauls. For what it's worth, let's have a look at Gabriel. 1, Okay. 2. It's about the same. But I feel like Gabriel's got a lot of these 8, 9 pointers. Honestly, it's a bit of a gamble either way, isn't it? Where's O'Reilly? Where's O'Reilly? He's had some big hauls. 6, 7, 14, 2, 0, 6, 17, 13. I mean, since game week 26, this dude's been elite. He's scored 4 goals since game week 26. He also does have a 0-pointer in him, though. Oh, it's such risk and reward. It could be biblical. I captained him in game week 33 as well, didn't I? Maybe it is O'Reilly. He's in some form. And look at this, like 11, 1, 8, 11. Like, he's got huge ceilings in him. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 scores over 10. Haaland's gone. He's going to have a lot at the beginning of the season, isn't he? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to game week 14. 6, 7, 8. So he's got 8 and O'Reilly's got 5. But all of Haaland's are concentrated at the beginning. He got 1 there, 1 there. So since he had 4 up to game week 10. And since then he's had 4 more. Yeah, I understand why people are doing it, but I look at those scores for Haaland recently and like it's 7, 6, 2, 2, 2, 0. Like there's a lot of just nothing in there. Jared Bowen's been in hot form. 10, 2, 14, 2, 6, 4, 7, 4, 5. Thiago. He's the same as Haaland. Pretty much one double figure haul in a long time. Bruno Fernandes, FYI, for what it's worth. 5, 6, 4, 13, 10, 8, 13, 2, 2, 10, 10, 5, 10, 7. Since game week 21, Bruno's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 returns over 10. Bruno's actually the most informed player in the game. Let's be fair here. I do think we might, but not Wilson. Fair. What do you do with one transfer? Any differentials? Any good? So I've gone with Casemiro because Casemiro is stupidly low owned, and this dude just 4.5%. The dude's elite. He's in mad form as well. Plus, he's on the farewell tour of the ages. We'd use a bench boost of Sanchez, Munoz, Rodgers, and Virgil. Probably not. I've been a good and proper, I'm afraid, Phil. That's fair. DCL unit captain, baby. Yes, Simon. Get in. Could have actually banged tonight, baby. I've had O'Reilly for all his big hauls. I think we beat Newcastle 2-1. If O'Reilly plays midfield, then he isn't that effective there. Yeah, I know. That's the issue. Yeah, probably a sheep, Pearson. When Haaland plays against Everton, he usually scores. Does he? What do you do earlier in the season? He got 2 goals against Everton earlier in the season. That's when he was in form, though, in game week 8. Like, Haaland started like a house on fire. He had 1 blank in the first 10 game weeks, and then it went off the boil very quickly after that. I get it. What do I haven't got to play for? I just feel like Nico O'Reilly can get the clean sheet and the goal. Part of me's like, I'm triple captaining Nico O'Reilly next week. Why not just back him in for another captaincy shout here? I feel like Everton have got more chance of scoring at home than Fulham have of scoring away. Which is why I'm on Gabriel rather than O'Reilly at the moment. That might change in the next hour. The chat keep bloody throwing up suggestions like that. I might actually be tempted to move it to O'Reilly rather than Gabriel. But there's no way I'm captaining Haaland. I can tell you that much. What game week would you say Haaland became really high owned? I bought him in game week 3. Way before most of the crowd. I just didn't captain him. That was half my issue. If I'd captained him straight out of the week, I would have been right. I would have been right, 100%. Who's joining me in the O'Reilly captain bandwagon? See, I like that. What are Gabriel's stats attacking wise the last like 5 weeks? 0.0, 0.02, 0.08, 0.03, 0.0, 0.030, 0, 0.12. He's had no goal threat recently at all. He's actually had no goal threat since he scored, pretty much. And he scored in back-to-back games. But Fulham are crap. What did he get against Fulham the first time round? He got an assist. So he got an assist against Fulham the first time round. He had 0.24 XG. He's due a goal. Gabriel's actually due a goal. He's due something. Brian and Hove Albion mid as a Palmer replacement suggestions. Hinshaw would. Actually, Minte will play on the right because Gomez isn't playing. So Matoma should be starting, provided he's fit. It's probably Matoma. I think I might prefer Matoma just a little bit more than Hinshaw would. It's pretty close though. It's not far off. 0.1 million of Cherky Doku instead. I like Doku. For what it's worth, he was in the differentials video this week. I quite like him. No one's talking about him because he doesn't get the love that he should. I mean, Doku's been pretty good of late. I feel like he's been. Every time I watch Man City, I get amazed by Doku. Like Doku and Cherky, both great. So he got 8 points in the double. It's not really good compared to Cherky, but he did score against Chelsea for 8. And prior to that, he hadn't been starting. But he's definitely starting now. Honestly, I feel like he's a punt. But he could go big. He could go big for sure. Really could go big for sure. Yeah, I quite like Matoma. Yeah, exactly. Captain Gabriel last week, but this week I prefer Haaland reverse fixture against. Yeah, but it's away. The pressure of the title race as well. I'm not convinced by Haaland. They don't target Gabriel anymore on corners. They do short. I know. What's with the short corners? Like, why do they do the short corners? It makes no sense to me. Matoma is hot on form. He's due a goal. He came second. Yeah, he did. Yeah, and Gabriel really lost his clean sheet the first minute. I know. He really did. Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, oh, well, that was almost diabolical straight out the gate, but it wasn't. Also, I don't think Welbeck is too bothered about getting in the England squad. If he does, happy days. But if not, yeah, that's fair. It is what it is. Yeah, fair. Such is life, really, isn't it? God, I think this might actually be the very first time I've had to do this, but I think I'm actually going to have to chuck a piss on the deadline stream. This has never happened. But I forgot to do one before I started, and now I feel like I really need to do one. I've got another hour to go. Transfer Virgil van Dijk out for O'Reilly. Nice. Good move. Good move all day long. I mean, Haaland's winning by so much. 47% to Bruno, 23 now. I'm actually shocked by that. Like, do people not realise that the points have been in defenders this season or not? Like, let's have a look at Haaland's points over the last 10 weeks, right? So he's got 7, 13, 15, 17, 19, 25, 30, 41, 46. So he's got 46 points since game week 24. That's Haaland, right? 46 points since game week 24. Nico O'Reilly since game week 24. 1, 3, 16, 33, 39, 41, 55, 62, 68. So Nico O'Reilly's got 68 points compared to Haaland's 40-odd since game week 24. Why is Nico O'Reilly not higher than Haaland in the captaincy poll? What is wrong with you fools out there? And let's have a look at Gabriel let's just compare. So it's game week 24, right? 14, 17, 21, 23, 32, 43, 52, 56, 64. Gabriel and O'Reilly are stomping all over Haaland. Like, why is he not higher in the captaincy poll? Like, you guys are believing that he's just going to turn into prime Haaland beginning of the season Haaland, where he's going to bang in at goals every week. He's not banging in goals every week, folks. He really isn't. Mateus Nunes has probably beaten Haaland in the last 10 weeks. This one might be a little bit more of a pun. Let's have a look. Game week 24. I'm unlucky because he got the 11 point in game week 23. So game week 24. 6, 10, 12, 20, 21, 23, 29, 34, 40. He's got 40. So Mateus Nunes gets beaten by Haaland. Fair enough. All right, fair enough. Mateus Nunes not as good as Haaland for captaincy. But Nico O'Reilly and Gabriel stomp him. Let's have a look at Bruno Fernandes. Game week 24, where is it? 20, 22, 24, 37. He's going to win by a country mile, isn't he? 37, 45, 55, 68, 72, 78, 83. Bruno's actually the best, most consistent player in the game. 83 points since game week 24. Gabriel and O'Reilly both over 60. Haaland just over 40. I mean, come on, folks. Turn it up. Who's voting for this idiot? Stop watching the cartel. They'll make you do anything. Bring on the chair. The chair's coming, baby. The chair is coming. Haaland's the best captain. Sadly, have to follow the cartel. I disagree. Last 2 game weeks. What's he done the last 2 game weeks? So game week 33, he got 13 points. He matched Nico O'Reilly against Chelsea. He got 2. Against Chelsea, Nico O'Reilly got 14. Okay. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, exactly what Sandy said. Just don't say you're unlucky when Haaland bangs. Fair. Go and chuck a piss. Haaland needs to go. All right. You guys can debate amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm going to chuck a quick piss. I'll be back in a second. One sec, folks. That was so well needed. Oh my God. I was like dying. I was actually dying. Madness. I don't have Haaland. See, part of me was like, if I was on wildcard this week, I would just go without Haaland. I would go without him. Can't captain Gabriel. I'd be fuming if Pinderson got more points. That's fair. Didn't think about that. What do you genuinely think of Let's Talk FPL's rank? It's a good rank, so what's the issue? I've got no issue with his rank. I think he's having a great season. He's had so much luck though, man. He's picked so many dub players that just haven't shown up. And then he's got Kevin Dewsbury Hall off his bench for like plus 10 points, I think on 3 different occasions this season. I mean, you need to be kissed in FPL. I mean, I was kissed last year. I got Isaac off the bench last year when I benched him and he got like 15 points. Like, you know you're having a good year when your stupid decisions actually end up being exceptionally lucky and you get the points. That's how you know you're having a good year. Sell the fee or Cunha? Cunha, because he's probably not going to play. I don't set him up on an Anderson rant. Casemiro points compared to Haaland and Bruno last few weeks. Possible captain shout? Well, the card vice captained him last week, and it just regrettably didn't captain him. Let's see what he's got since game week 24. Wow, he's got a 13-pointer in game week 24. So 13, 16, 18, 23, 27, 35, 41, 42, 51, 56, 68. He's even better than Haaland. Casemiro, Gabriel, O'Reilly, Bruno stomp all over Haaland the last 10 weeks. Jared Bowen probably does. Game week 24, where is that? 8, 10, 15, 19, 26, 30, 36, 38. Oh, he does too, doesn't he? 52, 54, 64. Haaland's still 44%. What is wrong with people, honestly? How many more stats do I need to roll in my team that I need to roll out to prove that Haaland's not a very good captain this week? How about David Raya? What's he got? Everyone says he's 2 or 1 point. Game week 24, where are we? 6, 13, 15, 16, 19, 22. Oh, he's going to beat him, isn't he? 29, 36, 37, 38, 48. He's actually matching Haaland. Raya's matching Haaland the last 10 weeks. Hold on, I've got to count up Haaland again just for the people out there that are maybe just joining late. 16, 21, 27, 29, 31, 33, 39, 46. David Raya's beating Haaland since game week 24, and people are just blindly captaining him. Oh, I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. Good luck to you if you captain him and he bangs. Congratulations. But don't be surprised when the D unit beats you because he picked a captain that's more informed than what Haaland is. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. You're picking a bloke that actually is probably the lowest. I mean, how many points has Mukiele got since game week 24? 10, 12, 13. He didn't play these games. 27. Okay, he's not in the conversation, let's be fair. He's not in the conversation. Is Thiago in the conversation? Game week 24, 2, 7, 9, 11, 17, 19, 25, 29. Oh my God, why am I having trouble here? 42, 44, 45. He loses to Haaland by 1 point. Morgan Rogers probably beats him. That would be actually jokes if he beats him. No, he's not going to, surely. 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 21, 27, 32, 41, 43. He goes close to beating Haaland. That's actually insane. What's the crack, big dog? What are we thinking about a Gibbs White captaincy? Gibbs White, for what it's worth, I think is a great captain. A real differential punk captain, but I like it. Yeah, O'Reilly captain is... This season, when I've changed my mind on the deadline stream, it's never worked. It hasn't worked once all season. I had Gabriel captain at the beginning of the week, and I feel like if I change it, Gabriel's going to outscore O'Reilly. But there's no basis to that. O'Reilly in the last... So since game week 26, he's got 3, 4, 5 attacking returns since game week 26. Gabriel, on the other hand, has got 1, 2, 3. Gabriel could definitely return in this game. I feel like I'm just going to leave it as is. That was my gut feel originally. And I feel like Gabriel's probably the best captain, but I'm intrigued to see what other people think. Sell Haaland, no. That would require hits, and that is just not intelligent, I don't think. Who am I selling? Haaland for Fleming against my Darlow goalkeeper. The DCL unit. The DCL unit's probably beaten him for point. No, actually, he's only scored 2 goals. I'm not even going to bother looking that up. DCL unit's definitely not beating Haaland. City are conceding, are they? I don't know. Is West Ham's defence still weak? I would classify West Ham's defence as not brilliant, not great. Somewhere in the middle. Chasing my lead because I missed the last 2 game weeks. Then I'll captain Gabriel. Yes, Keegan. Yes. Keegan. My God, I can't read. It's because I'm tired. Needing my glasses to help me read the text at this point. Yeah, I feel like that is what I'm scared about with Morgan Gibbs White. Because he's either a returner or he's a nothing. You're repeating 5 goals and assists in 2 games in the next 4 fixtures is a horrible fare. Gabriel's no longer a threat from set pieces. They play them short. Yeah, until they don't. Until they put him in. You know what it is? From the right-hand side, they play them short. And that's because of Mad Wakey more than anything else. From the Declan Rice side, I feel like Declan Rice is still putting him into the box. That's my gut read when I've watched Arsenal. I could be wrong. There's Arsenal fans probably in the chat that probably can tell me I'm an idiot and don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll wear it. If Fleming outscores Haaland, I will laugh. That'd actually be pretty funny. Wouldn't bet against it. Might get Fleming for Gameweek 38. Well, oh, mate, that's actually a pretty good shout. To be what it's worth, that is a fixture where if I was on free hit, I'd just load up on attacking players in that fixture. And just hope that it was a goal fest. Do you think Konza will start? Why wouldn't he? Konza always starts for Villa. Villa, for what it's worth, still need to actually get some points to make sure that they finish in the top 5. I'm 30 points behind mini league leader, captaining Gabriel, and I have triple Arsenal defence, even better. Yeah, I feel like if you're doing that, just lock it in. Lock it in. No, I haven't done the -4. The only moves I've done, I only just made the moves then. I've done Casemiro for Cunha and that's it. I've actually got a lot of money in the bank. I've actually got, how much money I've got in the bank now? I've got 4.2 million in the bank. Who needs team value this year? I was tempted to buy Saka instead of Casemiro, but then I was like, you know what? Have I learned anything this year? The higher amount of money the player is worth, the less they do anything. That has been the story of this season. Gabriel 9 DC loading. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny to be fair. Villa will be going all out after blowing CL. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they're going to risk it. I think they'll just go all in, to be honest. I think they'll go all in for sure. "45 minutes exactly to the deadline. Casemiro in, baby." You know what? You can always tell the way I'm thinking because my thumbnail for these deadline streams is always where I think I'll end up going. Like whenever I put together the thumbnail, it's the player I'm thinking about buying. And if I'm not thinking about buying anyone, and that hasn't happened many times this season, I've then normally put the person I think I'm going to captain. I'm very honest with that thumbnail. If you think that's what I'm going to do, I'd normally put it on there. And I had Casemiro on there today. I was like, of all the players I've wished I've owned this season, and watch him just go and get no points now between now and the end. But the way he played on Monday night, he was incredible. He was everywhere. What did he get on Monday night? He had the highest rating ever in a Premier League for tackles, something, in one game of football. He had 25 DC against Brentford, 23 against Chelsea. This dude is literally, he's become something else. He's become he's like leaving the Premier League in the best possible manner, humanly possible to man. Rice or Eze? I would go Eze. Who's best midfield of 5.6 million and below? Elliot Anderson. People that want to risk captaincy but skip Pedro for some reason. Chelsea's best player this season. You mean João Pedro or Pedro Neto? It's got to be João Pedro, but João Pedro's been... Chelsea just been completely off the boil. I had João Pedro for what it was worth, and then I sold him on wildcard because I just didn't think he was worth it anymore, and he hasn't done anything since. Everton defence versus West Ham defence. This week, neither. I wouldn't go for either this week. Long term, I think it's Everton defence because West Ham have Arsenal home, Newcastle away, Leeds at home. I think it's probably Everton defence. Everton have got way nicer fixtures defensively for the next 3 weeks after this week. Got to get in Rodgers and Cappy now. Do you think Cappy is now to start? I'd get Saliba, Jack. For what it's worth, mate, I would get Saliba. I've not much faith in predicting the fullback positions for Arsenal. Thiago or Haaland for captain? Part of me thinks that Thiago's going to score more points than Haaland this week. Who did I captain in the thing? So we do this game, like my admin in our group chat we pick a player each. Every week you've got to pick a different player. You can't pick the same one as you've already picked for who will beat Haaland every week. And this week, Murat's gone for Bowen. I've gone for Gabriel. Luke's gone for Tati. Rahi's gone for Semenyo. Timu Jesus has gone for Cherky. And Simon's gone for Gyökeres. He's an Arsenal fan. You can tell that because he picked Gyökeres. For what it's worth, I think Thiago beats him as well. Yeah, I agree. Thiago's definitely an underrated captaincy pick, 100%. I think West Ham have been battered at home against Arsenal the last couple of seasons. For what it's worth, I feel like West Ham have actually got a bit of luck against Arsenal the last couple of seasons. I feel like that's what I'm remembering. I could be completely wrong. Let's have a look. West Ham versus Arsenal results. Okay, when they played on the 4th of October, it was 2-0, but that was at Arsenal's home ground. Here we go. Last 10 games. All right, what the hell's going on here? Stop. Why did it do that? Oh my God, what is going on? All right, so here we go. West Ham versus Arsenal last time round. Arsenal won 2-0. West Ham beat Arsenal 1-0 the last time out. Then they lost to Arsenal 2-5. Lost to Arsenal 6-0. Then they beat Arsenal 2-0. But they were all at Arsenal's home ground, which is weird. Every time Arsenal's visited the London Stadium, you're correct, they haven't won in a while. So they've lost 1-2. They drew in 23 at home. 22 at home they lost. 21 at home they drew. So in the last 5 fixtures at home in the Premier League, they've drawn 2 against Arsenal and lost 3. Yeah, I would agree. Not very good stats. What does Trig mean when he calls some people engaged managers and others casual managers? What makes you a casual manager? Casual manager. Someone that forgets deadlines. Just a casual manager, I think what Trigger's referring to is someone that hops on the FPL website right now, looks at their team and goes, okay, I need to make a move. Old mate's flagged. So, for example, Cunha's flagged. I'm going to move him out. Who am I going to move him to? I feel like that's what he's referring to. In terms of denying goals, Pickford versus Hermanison. I feel like Hermanison. I'm loving the live as always. Thank you very much, Simon. Chasing rank in the minis. Going O'Reilly captain. Nice. Very nice. I'll be someone completely random like Brooks. Legit. I like it. Finally, someone who's on the same boat as me. Good day all. Where's DCL on the poll? In the bin. You always see their stadium emptying on their stream when they face Arsenal at home. Yeah, legit. Would you transfer Rice to Cherky or Senesi to O'Reilly? O'Reilly all day long for Senesi. That I didn't even have to think about it. I saw that and I was like, that is just what you got to do. That is literally what you got to do. I was going to make sure my footy and team is ready to go. If I footy was sponsoring the stream, Barcode above me, like everyone's seen me do some live watch alongs for them, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But South Park are about to get on board with their next game. I'm just currently making sure I've actually set the lineup for this game and seeing what this idiot's doing that I'm versing. What is he doing? Sorry, I'm just quickly ignoring the chat for a second so I can see what this guy's lining up in. All right, he's playing in a players. Let's see how good my knowledge is. Centre back, one centre back, centre mid, centre back. Well, he's playing his really high rated centre back, bastard. Right wing. All right, so playing a 5-2-3. I've got it right. He probably has no idea what the hell I'm playing. Hopefully. All right. Yep, he's doing what I thought he'd do. Can live with that. He's playing all these really good players. Okay. Okay, let's see what you got, mate. We'll match you. We will match you. What if mini leaguer doesn't own Haaland? Do you go safe on Haaland? Mini league leader doesn't have Haaland. Do you just captain him? I feel like if you are wanting to win your mini league and he doesn't have Haaland, I probably would captain Haaland. But like, who does he have else that he could captain? Because as I said, I still think Gabriel, O'Reilly, Bruno are all better captains than Haaland this week. That's my gut read. So if he has one of them, I'd be very concerned he's going to captain one of them, and then you're going to captain Haaland and end up on the wrong side. Hello, Boki, how are you, mate? For Bruggen, Darlow, Senesi, O'Reilly, Van Heck, Strike, Bruno F, Palmer, Semenyo. One free transfer and 1.7 million in the bank. I am playing Darlow, Senesi, O'Reilly, Hill, Stroik in the back four, Bruno Fernandes, Semenyo. That's 6. Probably play DCL unit, Haaland and Thiago, and then one out of Tavernier, Hinselwood. One of them. I feel like I'd play Hinselwood. And then I'd roll. What immediately? Yeah. Darren Bent was talking about on the radio earlier. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, damn, you think Sarr and Watkins will have good... Watkins, yes. Sarr, I don't know. I really don't know about Sarr. For what it's worth, I'm just ignoring Crystal Palace. I've got no interest in buying any of them. Like next week, all the big content creators, all they're going to be frothing about is Crystal Palace assets. I will be one of the few channels that does not talk about them. I actually have no interest in Crystal Palace. None. Hinshelwood and Dango, or Gross and Kevin Dewsbury Hall and wildcard chasing rank? Hinshelwood has got really good fixtures at the end of the season. Outside of Man City away, I don't mind the fixtures for Dango. But I feel like Hinshelwood's got better ones. I feel like I would go Hinshelwood. That's a tough one. I like Dango more than Gross. I like Hinselwood more than Gross, but I like Kevin Dewsbury Hall after this week more than Dango. Yeah, I got you with the minutes. So basically, anyone who takes longer than 1 hour each week to think about FPL as an engaged manager, yeah, probably. Who's GA try? What? Gary, I think that's meant to be. I was like, what? Who's GA try? Who the hell's that? Yeah, Gary. And Trig captaining, my guess is... No, they're captaining Haaland, mate. We're talking about Gary and Trig here. They're not captaining anyone exciting. They're all I can guarantee Trig's woken up. He's put on Let's Talk FPL Andy's stream. All right, he's captaining Haaland. He's bringing in Gabriel. Trig's currently bringing in Gabriel into his team right now. Put money on it. Thank me later. I like the Friday deadlines. Many forget. Yeah, it is interesting that. My subscription to Hubs AI says Haaland's the best captain. There we go. Marcus with the facts. For Gameweek 35, please predict how many goals Thiago will score versus Haaland. I think Thiago scores more. I think Haaland could blank this week and Thiago scores a goal. That's what I'm going to go with. 1 for Thiago, none for Haaland. Start Hinshelwood or Cash? I'd be tempted by Cash. What did Bakar say to captain? No idea. Someone ring him. Someone pay him 120 quid and ask him in the WhatsApp chat. Yeah, I have seen the chances Hinshelwood misses. I agree. I still think he's better than Gross. Maybe. Will you sell him Boomo this week or just roll? I'm rolling him. I don't think it's worth a -4, so I'm rolling him. If I had the extra transfers, I would move Mbumo for what it's worth. So if I had multiple transfers and I didn't have to take a -4 to move him, I would move Mbumo out of the team. But if there's, at some point he's got to return, right? At some point he has to start scoring goals again. So I'm backing him in. Yeah, Matomi was pretty good. Play Konza or Senesi? Senesi. Konza never gets DC, so unless they keep a clean sheet, he's getting nothing. He scores 1 goal this season, so you can't rely on that. Do you expect Jaden Anthony to moonwalk on the wing against Leeds this week now that MJ is... Mate, why not? Why can't he do it? Why can't he? What were your transfers? Bianca, my transfer, one transfer was... It wasn't a -4 in the end. I've just gone Casemiro in for Cunha. I've gone Cunha to Casemiro. I feel like copying FPL Andy makes you a casual manager. Actually, that's the definition of casual right there. Can you card flip for captain O'Reilly versus Bruno? Yes, I can. O'Reilly versus Bruno. Bruno. 120 quid. What? Yeah, he charges 120 quid to join his WhatsApp group chat so he can give you the exact same advice that he copies off someone else. I feel like for you, rolling is not taking any hits. Legit. It is. Actually is. Bench 1, Ampador, Tavernier. I would bench. Bench 3 out of those ones. Wow. I'm playing Hill. I have no idea. Honestly, I think you'd just play Palmer because he's on pens. That's the only reason why I'd play. I actually would bench the other 4. If I could bench the other 4, I'd bench the other 4 and play Hill. That's it. But if you had to force my hand, I'd say Palmer, purely based on what Kanji says, pen share, and he's on pens. Some smart ass said, you lot aren't putting Bacard down now. He's smashing in this season, are you? So I had to put him straight. Love it. Am I doing the Leeds versus Burnley game tonight? Probably not, unfortunately. I need some sleep. I'm so far behind on sleep. I actually need to get some rest. My pleasure, as always, Boki. Darius, my man, I took your advice and brought in Maguire. I love it. Did you know that Maguire's one of them players that he could bang against Liverpool. He could really do really well against Liverpool. He could easily score his 2nd goal against them for the season. In my mini league, I just became number 1 and everyone else perma captains Bruno. Do I captain Bruno to be safe? I'll go with O'Reilly to be different. Have they got Haaland in your mini leagues? Because I can guarantee the majority of them are probably going to switch to Haaland this week. I don't know why, but they probably will. For what it's worth, I wouldn't captain Haaland this week. As I said, I don't even have him in the top 3 for captains this week. I've got Gabriel, O'Reilly, and Bruno in that order for me. I feel like those are the top 3 for me. Rogers or Eze? You've got to back Rogers in for the minutes. I don't see a world where he doesn't get good minutes this week. Like, he's averaging... 90, 90, 77, 76, 90, 90, 90. The dude just plays. You know he's going to play. There won't be many goals difference between what Arsenal score against Fulham and what Aston Villa score against Spurs, is my gut feel. I don't think there's going to be much difference. Oh my God, my footy game. Completely forgot. I set the team. That's the good news. I'm already 1-0 up. Gabriel's already scored. Wang with the assist. For anyone wondering, Wang has scored. Well, no, he hasn't scored. He's got an assist already for South Park. Doing the business there, the old Wang. Wang loves a bit of action. He's been great, by the way. Wang is like literally turned into the player I was hoping he was going to be. We get disappointed by the Wang in Wolves, but the Wang in South Park is just he keeps wanging. He loves the yellow card though. He's about 1 yellow card away from being from a suspension, so it wouldn't be surprising if he got a yellow card and got suspended after this game. But that'll be good because I need someone to train. Okay, then who should I start out of? Rogers, Eze, and Dango. Far out. One out of those three or two? If it's one, I think I'm starting Dango. If it's two, I'm starting Dango and Rogers. And if it's three, I'm starting Rogers, Eze, and Dango. Hey, dear, bench one. Semenyo, Tavernier, Senesi, Stroik, Fanks. Bench one. Tavernier. Oh, what's going on here? I thought him game's frozen. Two. Oh, yeah, I'd start Rogers and Dango then. I'd bench Eze for what it's worth. Oh, my God, why has it just got stuck there? Stupid. Oh, still only 1-0 up. That's disappointing. Where are the stats at in this game? 3 shots to none. Start Mukiele or Sheshko. Oh, far out. These. Oh, Sheshko could easily score against that Liverpool team. He could really score against that Liverpool team, but I feel like the correct answer is probably Mukiele. I'd say that with no confidence. No confidence at all in the Mukiele shout, for what it's worth. How to get an FPL Andy's team. Number 1, play 90 minutes. Number 2, don't be a differential. Number 3, make me say, do I want to do this before confirming the transfer? Number 4, be liked by the analytics. Pretty fair. Oh, mate, Wang is definitely the king. The dude's unstoppable. Keeps getting... I mean, he's played now, I think in his career, so he's 17 this year. He started at 16, got him at 16. He is... I pulled the stats up earlier today. What did I say they were? He has... What's he got? Got to look this up. He has got... Unloads. Players. He has got... In 9 games, he's only played 9 games. He's got 5 goals and 3 assists in 9 games. So he's now got 5 goals, 4 assists in 10 games. And the game's still well and truly going on. Only 22 minutes into this one, so hopefully he can do a bit more. Is footy and real teams and players? It might as well be. I've created an official Twitter account for South Park. I love it. I can't speak highly enough about it. It's something I enjoy. To the point where South Park this season are playing at stupid o'clock for me. So currently their kickoffs at 1 a.m. in the morning Australian time. I'm literally going to bed straight after my game and then setting my alarm for 7:30, waking up, having a shower and going to work. That's essentially how my nights play out at the moment. Yeah, I love it. I've been playing now for like 7-8 months. Brilliant. Actually brilliant. Making some good money out of the game now too, which is even better. Does Fulham have a Ballon d'Or? How many does Wang? By the way, Wang, it's only his 2nd season. Oh, Wang shot. Oh, he didn't score. Saved. That's disappointing. I was like, here we go. Wang goal on stream. Alas, no Wang goal yet. But he did have a shot there. I mean, the dude's hungry. When he plays, Bayer never gets any chances. When Wang doesn't play, Bayer gets all the chances. It's bizarre. They just don't seem to work very well. It's like Wang's a bit like Garnacho, just takes the ball off him and just doesn't pass the ball. Diarra's just been booked, useless. Perez, yeah, you gotta love it, Andrew. Gotta love it. DCL unit or DCL unit? DCL unit, baby. Wang King. Fran got Semenyo 2nd on his bench. Him not being pictured at training. Am I really going to waste a transfer on this mug? Oh, I don't know. Not sure, to be honest. I feel like Semenyo was like one of the ones on wildcard where I was like, I'm going double defence. I wasn't sold on any of the Man City midfielders. For what it's worth, I just thought I'm going to take them on. And so far, so good. It's worked out all right. Obviously, the free hit, I went for triple City defence. O'Reilly matched Cherky. Nunes was 2 points off. And Gahey also returned as well. It's a weird one. Kenny, who was 5 rated. You better believe it. Gabriel. The good news is, folks, So I've got a bloke in my team called Gabriel, and he's the guy that's got me the goal. So like South Park today, S. Gabriel has scored. If that's not a sign, it was the same last week. Gabriel scored that day, and I was like, that has to be a sign from Footyham that Gabriel's going to bang. Maybe it's a sign this week that Gabriel yet again is going to get a really good score because he's doing the business. Which midfielders worth a hit? Already have Bruno and Dango. Casemiro. Where do I watch it? I'll show you guys what I'm watching. I'm going to lose the chat for a second, but I'll show you what I'm watching. Hopefully Wang scores now that I'm doing this. Hold on, bear with me. I feel like this is going to work. Let's see if this works. Actually, what's going on here? Oh, here we go. There we go. You guys should be able to see it now. Here we go. Galvez. No, save. No good. I need to get the chat up. Oh, Wang's giving away a free kick. Useless bastard. Right, what's the chat saying here? Please make sure you smash a like on the stream as well. Hopefully the boys can keep the job. My fitness might be a concern in the second half, but we are playing at home, so we should be sweet. I need to quickly update this. Hold on, sorry. Let's go there. Why is this not doing anything? Sorry. Oh my God, the chat is not working for me. Hold on, I need to pull it up. That is what I'm currently watching. All right, here we go. All right, yeah, you can see it. You can see it on stream now. Yeah, that's what I'm watching. And yeah, we're 1-0 up at the moment. Frank, where are we at? Who should I transfer to improve my bench boost? Tavernier, Hill, Bijou, Sabozlai, one transfer only. Bring in Casemiro for one of Tavernier or Sabozlai. Oh, actually, Bijou might not show up. I'd move him. Depending on how much money you've got, I'd bring in an Arsenal defender if you've got the move to do it. Who should I transfer to improve my bench boost? Yep, done that one. Palmer to Saka. Yeah, it's risky, but I don't mind it. Thiago captain. Screw it. Why not? Start 2. Eze, Pedro, Truffett. Eze, Truffett. Truffett and Eze. Was there any news on Jose? Jose Sar's out for at least a couple of weeks. So he's out for a couple of weeks. Have him on bench boost. And you've got to move him. He's not going to play. They already confirmed that Bentley's going to start in goal. I'm taking that as a sign on your behalf. Yep. Is that a real game or real football? No, it's a video game technically, but it's like based in the Footyham universe. Dong Wang with a free kick. Here we go. Useless. I decided to keep him. I was going to bring Okafor in. Think he's injured. Yeah, that's it. I wouldn't be bringing in Okafor. There is a risk that he doesn't play. Yeah, Jose Sar's definitely not playing for a few weeks. Need to pick my final Arsenal and City players. Do I go Gahey, Rice, or Saliba? It's got to be Saliki. Oh, yeah, Saliba, Cherky, 100%. Yeah, has to be Saliba and Cherky if that's what you're going to do. Gang? Come on, gang. Useless. Screw it. I'm going to stick with Nico Riley, so be it. Love it. Love it. Got to love the differential shout. Mate, my team has been wasteful this game. Absolutely. I've got a second yellow card here as well. Team's cooked. I think I've accidentally stuffed up and played the wrong players here. It's too many players like towards the yellow. Wang? No. Bayer hasn't even had a shot yet. What's going on here? 1-0 at half time. There we go. 7 shots to none. And I should be further in front. Where's the player stats here? FYI, this is what Footyham is. They're currently sponsoring the channel. So go and check them out. There's a link literally above me. Arsenal's going back in for Nabry in the summer, apparently. Well, they need more goals, don't they? They really need more goals, right? Bayer has not even had a shot. No shots for Bayer, which is unusual. Galvez has been wasteful. Wang, he's had a shot. No success. Got the assist, though. Gabriel's had a couple of shots and 1 goal. I need to make some changes here. Look at the team. The team is cooked. I've got no central midfielders either. I'm absolutely stuffed. Yeah, I should have put a defender in the team. Actually should have put a defender in the team. What was I thinking? Okay. We're just going to have to roll with it and hope that I can carry on in the second half. I've got no idea how that's going to go in the second half, but we'll see. Game will reload in a minute, probably. That's actually really disappointing. I have no idea what I've done there. Arsenal's going back in for... Yep. Dean on wildcard. Gut says sucker for Palmer. Yep, 100%. I would not be keeping Palmer. If you're on wildcard, you're ditching all Chelsea assets. If you're on wildcard, there is zero reason to keep a Chelsea asset. Zero reason. Holy hell, second place is losing as well. Come on, this would be a big win. If I can win today, we're on. We are on. Dean, help me. Elliot Anderson or Cash from Villa in lineup. Ask the card for me, please. Yeah, I can do that. So, Elliot Anderson or Cash? Elliot Anderson, Cash. Oh, nah, no way. I wish I could show what's just happened. The card has landed without giving a call. Sean, it landed up against my water bottle like that. The card can't call it. Too close to call. Too close to call. I mean, if the card can't call it, I mean, I'd never take that as a good sign when the card does that, but that is not looking good. You don't have Let's Talk FPL Andy shouting wang wang on his streams. Yeah, you don't. You literally don't. You don't get that anywhere else. Oh, mate, I'm so invested in this game. I don't know what happened last week on the deadline as well. Like, I was on the making moves, and I was like, the last 15 minutes, I was completely distracted because I was struggling to win. Wasn't it the one where I lost? I lost. This was the game I lost last week. It was 1-0. Thankfully, we're 1-0 up this time, so it's all right. Unreal scenes. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I actually can't. When it does that, I'm like, well, fair enough. It just went, yeah, no good. No good at all. No good. I shouldn't be far away from this recommencing here in a second as well. I'm so concerned about this defensive second half. John Clark's on 71%. Diarra's on 70. This dude's actually got a team that's like, oh, actually, he's got a few players that are a bit low. It's going to be tight. 7 shots to none. It would be filthy if he ends up getting a goal here when I've dominated the game. Dynamic unit. I love that. Bench 1. Porro, Watkins, Dango, Collins, Virgil, Tavernier. Bench 1. Probably Porro. All right, second half's underway. Can the Wang deliver for the masses that are watching? We'll have to wait and see. Hey, matey, how are you, Blanky? Thanks, Steve. Moved Saad to Darlow for bench boost this week, but not the -4 I was considering. It is. It's like if you're going to play bench boost, you have to make sure. That's why I moved Cunha. I didn't want to move Cunha, but like, I can't risk the yellow flag. He has to be moved, and yeah, for that reason, I moved him. Come on, Bayer. Bayer, this guy always scores. Oh, useless. No good. Oh, pathetic. His first shot of the game, I was like convinced that was going to go in. It just didn't. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. I get so excited watching this game. There's now I can do outside of changing the players. And I've put in one of the worst benches I think I've ever put in. Like all my team are cooked. I'll be lucky to actually get away with this win, to be honest. Oh, I've given away a free kick. That's not good. Oh, no, this guy's having a shot. Good save. Ventures this week versus next week will be interesting to compare. Yeah, I agree. I just feel like if you've got triple captain, you've got to play your triple captain next week. Sanchez! Oh, come on. Someone put a second goal away. Barely new manager bounce. Decide. Yeah, that's fair. I don't mind that. For what it's worth, I think that there's some strong merit behind that. 100%. My team is so cooked. I really need to make a change. I've got no one to change it to. 11 minutes and 12 minutes or so until the deadline passes. Make sure you know what you're doing. Far out. I almost gave away a penalty then. That would have been disappointing. Get rid of the ball, you idiots. They did. Yeah, fair. Burnley, I mean, Michael Jackson. Could Michael Jackson bring back the old times and just like, you know, it doesn't matter if we're in the Championship or the Premier League, we're going down regardless. Who knows? Who knows? Also, why the hell am I playing Owens? He's like my worst rated defender. I've really cooked this team today. I've not paid attention. Gang! Far out. Second goal would make it life a lot easier. Gang on the follow-up! No, nothing. Don't have a single... Someone shoot? I don't want to shoot. Useless. Give the ball to Wang. Wang will score, man. Or not. Don't have a single Leeds player this week. Am I cooked? My keepers are Pickford and Dubravka. Honestly, Dubravka can keep a clean sheet tonight. Honestly, there is a world where Leeds just don't score tonight. Let's be fair. They've got DCL unit up front. The dude is by no means clinical. No means clinical. Wang! Oh, block. Oh, I thought he was going to score, folks. I was getting excited. I was getting excited for the chat that Wang was about to score, but he didn't. He didn't. Oh, it could have been biblical. Imagine Wang scoring for the chat. He just couldn't do it. He couldn't do the business. Last time we did this, by the way, Wang also scored with Gabriel, so there's always a hope. Is Okafor worth a hit? No, when he's yellow... Well, I don't know if he's yellow flagged, but he's apparently got some sort of a calf issue, which is also problematic. Best midfielder under 6.6, Casemiro. Oh, this guy normally scores. Oh, good save by Lawan. I was looking at his team before, and like that guy is the one that I'm like, don't let him shoot. Oh, my team is cooked. I need to make some changes. All the players I want to make changes to, I don't have replacements for today. It's stupid. I don't know what I was thinking. I was going to bring in Okafor for Harry Wilson, but injury news isn't positive. Leeds have quite... Yeah, exactly. They do have quite a few injuries, which is also problematic. I missed you too, Avi. How are you, buddy? Captain O'Reilly or Bruno, score predictions of both matches. I think Man United win 3-1. I think Man City win 2-0. I have Nico O'Reilly as the second best captain this week. I think Gabriel for me is the best, which is why he's my captain. Done it. Palmer to Casemiro, DCL unit of Bowen Hall. Yes, Craig, love it. Best midfielder under 7 mil. And best defender under 5. Best midfielder under 7 mil. It's got to be Casemiro. Best defender under 5. For this week, probably Mukiele. Captain O'Reilly or Gabriel, no DC's last 3 game weeks. I'm captaining Gabriel, so I'm going to say Gabriel. And Gabriel's just scored in footy. That's got to be a sign. Got to be a sign. And currently we're keeping a clean sheet as well. Touch wood, that continues. I have Aina who's... Yeah, 10-minute deadline warning, 100%. I have Aina who's a doubt. Do I sell him to a budget defender like Van Heck or Camvo or start Anderson? Although I don't trust Anderson a lot. Oh, it's Lawan. But this guy keeps on getting shots in the second half because Clark's stuffed. Clark's going to be like under 60% by the end of this game. I need to get a second goal. Very concerned we're not going to get one. No Leeds versus Burnley watch along. I don't know, man. Honestly, don't know. If South Park win, I might consider doing it. If South Park win and that second place team ends up losing, I'll definitely consider it. Oh, he's been shown a yellow card. Nice one, Colin. Done my transfer, set my captain, and no hits taken. Even better. I think I'd sell Aina if you're on a bench boost. But I wouldn't... If I was to buy a Palace defender, it would be Camvo. His DC is through the roof. Like, he's on like 12 point something. Like, he's been great. I just don't know if I just don't know if Palace are going to show up. That's half my issue. Just need a second goal, boys. Any danger? I need to make some changes. Wang. I see Wang to score a goal. Wang to score a goal for the chat. Come on. Lift yourself. He's not doing it. He's not doing it. Honestly, we can't even get a shot away in the second half here. I thought this team was going to give me a bit of grief today. I looked at their team. I was like, this dude's rested all his players and mine are not rested. Like, we are going to struggle to win this game. Get the beers in, lads. Watch along on the cards. Nice one, Cole. Any leaks? No, I don't know. I haven't been bothered looking because I just know that Darlow's going to start. Oh, my God. Why are we conceding a free kick there? Thank the Lord. Lawan's in good form today, folks. He's literally keeping us in the game at 1-0. Not Munoz. I don't think Munoz shows up for both games either, which is my gut feel. I just need a second goal so bad. The entire team is stuffed. All right, we're going to make some changes. I need to make some changes. This is not going well. All right, let's bring on the Chingy. Let's bring on my 90 rated player and hope that they can do the job. Hopefully the impetus. I've made a triple change. I can't believe Bayo's going to go off with only his second ever blank. This dude is like literally the footy of Haaland. If he's blanking, maybe it's a sign Haaland's going to blank because this dude just always scores and he has only had one shot today. Watch him score now right as I'm about to sub him off. Would you bench with Darlow, Van Heck, O'Reilly and Gross? Don't mind it. I think it's a decent enough bench boost. Diarra? Oh, mate. Someone put it away. Useless sods. Everyone is captaining Haaland. Would Bruno be... Yeah, Bruno would definitely be a differential captain, for sure. For some reason, I think Porry gets an attacking return and Collins concedes, but gets... Yeah, you could be right. Definitely could be right. I bought on my 91 rated player. Come on. Got to get a goal here. Mohammed. Another block. Yeah, unfortunately, I've taken Wang off. Wang's off the field. He's here we go. Sanchez. Oh, mate, miss. How hard is it for these idiots to score a second goal? If Wang scores before deadline, I'll bring... I wish he'd scored for that. Mate, we are struggling here. We just need to see the game out. See the game out, boys. Oh, here we go. We get another free kick. Just see a second goal. Razor's on the field. And he doesn't even put the ball into the box, idiot. Useless. This is like one of the most intense 1-0s I've ever played. Ching. Somebody shoot. No, don't shoot. We don't believe in shooting here. Switch captaincy from Haaland to Thiago. Nice. Me league leader has Gabriel, O'Reilly and Bruno, but he's captaining Thiago. He has no Haaland. Do I stick Gabriel captaincy or move to Haaland? I would stick with Gabriel. Locked in O'Reilly captain. I'm going with Saka captaincy. I still can't score. Gut feeling on this one. That's fair. Gabriel captain too. Nice. I'm going to feel confident. I feel very confident in the Gabriel captaincy if we keep it clean. If South Park keep a clean sheet here and Gabriel's the only idiot that scored, it's got to be a sign. Mohammed. Oh, I still can't get a second. It's disappointing. Still can't get that second goal to finish the game off. Michael Jackson spotted at Leeds. I love that. Come on, boys. Get rid of the ball. We've got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left for the 1-0 Gabriel win. I mean, this feels like an Arsenal kind of game, doesn't it? Just Gabriel scoring and just keeping a clean sheet. All right, we're into the... Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought that was a free kick for us. It's not. Mohamed's come off the bench and got himself a yellow card. Well done, Mohamed. Yeah, Gabriel versus Ora is definitely a close shout for sure. Oh, my God, we keep giving away free kicks. This is the wrong time to give away free kicks. Now we're giving away corners in the 89th minute, man. Just get rid of the ball. Oh, no, we've allowed a last-minute shot. I don't know what happened there. There's 2 minutes of injury time. It wasn't even a save. It was just nothing. Get the ball out of there. Chingy, come on, mate. Put the ball in the goal. Oh, it's a late corner here. Wang super sub in play. Here we go. Ray's off the bench. 2-0. We've won it. Ray's off the bench. My 91 rated winger has delivered the win. Saved from himself. There we go, folks. 2-0 clutch goal late on there to ensure the points. And Rays and Gabriel with the goals there for South Park. And we've done it. Gabriel got subbed off, by the way, with a clean sheet and the goal. Happy days. The D unit, there it is. Full time. The game's over, folks. Game's over. Wang with an assist early on. Thanks to Footium for sponsoring the show. You've just watched a live game. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. We're going to try and get that off the thing now. Hold on. Where are we at there? There we go. Sweet. You got 30-odd seconds to the deadline passes as well. Let's quickly get off that. I can't believe I got away with that win. That is criminal how I've got away with that. But I'll take it all day long. We'll take that to the bank. We'll take that to the bank. FPL hated Semenyo to Turkey. Wow. Well, he's got 5 free transfers. Makes a little bit of sense. Save for myself. Watkins captain. Get in. Woo! Woo! Good luck. Deadline fast approaching. Make sure to save your team. Yep, you've got not much time left, folks. You've got less than a minute. Less than a minute. I mean, the counter's counted down on our stream because obviously I deliberately do that, so you've got a little bit of time to make your moves before it gets to the actual deadline. But yeah, we've got about 10 seconds left, and South Park have done the job. They've done the job. Bench boost is active. That's the team locked in. Gabriel, actually, is it saved? That'd be embarrassing. It is saved. It is saved. Gabriel captain, Nico O'Reilly vice captain, Mateus Nunes, Raya, Haaland, Thiago Bowen, and Bruno, and Casemiro in a triple up on the Man United attack in the midfield. Rodgers is a hopeful pick. And then the bench boost is going to consist of Darlow, Dango, Mukiele, and Alderete. In theory, I've got 4 point whatever it is million in the bank. It should be, in theory, good fixtures on the bench boost. You can't argue about that. West Ham at home for Dango looks like a good fixture. Darlow at home to Burnley. And it's Mukiele and Alderete. And remember, Mukiele got a 17-pointer against Wolves the last time around. They play away at Wolves. So, look, how many points is he going to get? If he gets more than 6 points, I'll be happy. Because the last time we got a bench boost that got more than 6 points was 3 years ago. So I have horrible luck with this chip. I had horrible luck with it in the first half of the season when Krejci got himself an own goal. Because I actually do play the proper people on the bench. And I think that realistically, these are the 4 players that most people would have benched this week if they had this exact team, I think. I called it Andy did Senesi to Gabriel. Yep, not a surprise. Good luck, Big Green Arrows this week. Swatting through the zombie teams. One can only hope. TUPD. All right, folks, that is it. Good luck this game week. If you're playing a chip, I hope it bangs. If you're wild carded, I hope you went with the kind of differential draft I shared earlier in the week. Thank you everyone very much for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed the late mail earlier and the deadline then. We'll be back with the late mail next weekend, which is a Saturday deadline next week. There's no Friday night football. So we'll have, before the double game week, we'll have the late mail. We'll have the reason why Nico O'Reilly is going to smash Haaland as the triple captain. And that's what I'm going to be doing in game week 36. Oh my God, we've only got 3 weeks left. It's insane. Where's the time gone? I punted against Gabriel for one last week. I ended up captaining Thiago. Good luck all. Very nice. All right, folks, on that note, thank you very much for joining. Make sure you smash a like on the way out of here. Bench boost active. Let's cook some points. Let's rise up the ranks. Let's hope it bangs. I'll see you on the live watch-alongs later on this weekend.